Welcome to Intriguing Science, a division of 10-minute sci-fi thrillers. Our thrilling science episodes unfold slowly and unravels fast. Watch till the end, or you might miss what it's really about. We all fall. We all miss the mark. And at some point in life, each of us hears those brutal words. You failed. But what if failure isn't the opposite of success, but its teacher? Its engine? Its awkward, painful, yet essential dance partner to success. Welcome to Intriguing Science by 10-minute sci-fi thrillers. Today, we explore the science of failure, how your brain processes defeat, why some people bounce back while others break, and how to master the art of fighting failure. Failure isn't just a missed goal. It's an experience packed with emotion, biology, and meaning. Psychologists often define failure as a discrepancy between desired and actual outcome, but your brain doesn't log it as a simple equation. It logs it as threat to your identity, your worth, your place in the tribe. It's like opening a door expecting celebration and finding silence. In 2016, a team led by Jason Moser at Columbia University used EEG scans to study brain reactions to mistakes. They discovered two crucial signals: the ERN, a rapid, unconscious brain spike that says "oops," and the P, a conscious signal tied to reflecting on the error. People with strong P responses learn and adjust. But those who fear failure often show weaker P signals. They avoid reflection and repeat mistakes. So, what separates someone who gives up from someone who grows? Psychologist Carol Dweck from Stanford University ran a series of groundbreaking experiments in 2006. She coined the term growth mindset to describe people who believe ability can develop with effort. These individuals improved after failure. But those with a fixed mindset, believing talent is static, gave up. Dweck says, it's not just the failure, it's the story you tell yourself about it. Thomas Edison famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." But that wasn't just bravado, it was cognitive reframing in action. In modern psychology, this is called attribution style. Research shows that people who say, "I failed because I'm dumb," are more likely to spiral. But those who say, "I failed because I used the wrong strategy," tend to bounce back. Resilience is not just a personality trait, it's biological. In a 2014 study at Mount Sinai School of Medicine, Dr. Dennis Charney and colleagues found that resilient individuals had higher levels of DHEA, a hormone that reduces the impact of stress, and showed more activity in the prefrontal cortex, which governs decision-making and emotional control. In short, their brains turned setbacks into strategy. Failure means different things in different cultures. In Japan, there's a philosophy called kintsugi, the art of repairing broken pottery with gold. The flaw becomes part of the beauty. In Silicon Valley, failure is almost a rite of passage, a badge that says you tried. Sociologist and researcher Dr. Breen Brown argues that cultures that tolerate vulnerability without shame breed more innovation, creativity, and resilience. Fear of failure often begins early. A red mark on a test, a parent's sigh, a teacher's label. In 2011, a study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that employees who were punished for mistakes developed avoidance behaviors, ironically, making more mistakes in the long run. The message? If you punish failure, you stifle growth. So how can we fight failure not with fists, but with frameworks? Psychologist Peter Gollwitzer developed a strategy called implementation intentions. Instead of vague goals, use if-then plans. If I don't get the promotion, then I'll rework my resume and apply to 3 new roles. Another key, self-compassion. In over a decade of research, Dr. Kristen Neff at the University of Texas found that people who practiced self-kindness after failure were more motivated to improve, not less. And finally, reflect, don't ruminate. Ask yourself, what did I learn? What surprised me? What can I try differently? In 2016, Princeton professor Johannes Haushofer posted a failure résumé online. It listed all the jobs he didn't get, grants he was rejected for, and papers that were never published. He wrote, "Most of what I try fails, but these failures are invisible." It went viral not because he failed, but because he was honest. Maybe you should write one too. I mean, a failure résumé. Here's the truth. Every scientist you admire, every athlete, every artist, failed more than you've ever seen. But they didn't make failure their identity. They made it their instructor, their compass, not their cliff. So, if you're facing failure today, pause, reflect, and remember, it's not a period. It's a comma. We hope you are benefited by watching this thrilling science video. If so, please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. Your support is surely the best inspiration ever for us. Have a great time.